Okay, hello everyone. All right, so the next program in chapter 2 is pounds to kilograms. So 1 pound is equivalent to 0.454 kilograms. Write a program that asks the user to enter the mass of an object in pounds and then calculate and displays the mass of the object in kilograms. So we've been given a formula to convert any number from pounds to kilograms. So we're going to write a program and we're going to ask the user to type in any number and we're going to convert that number to kilograms. So since we've been given the formula, which is 1 pound is equivalent to 0.45 kilograms, let's go ahead and store that in a named constant. So I'm going to create a named constant and I'm going to call it or name it 1 pound to kilograms. And I'm going to set it equal to 0.454, the number. So we've stored that in a named constant. Now let's go ahead and ask the user to type in the number they want to convert to kilograms. And we can do that with the input function. So I'm going to call the input function. The input function takes in a prompt what is going to be shown to the user. So I'm going to ask the user, please enter a number to convert to kilograms. Alright, so the input function is going to pop up some kind of text box and it's going to allow the user to type in something, and anything the user types is going to be returned back to us as a string. Yes, it's going to it's going to return back to us as a string, right? So let's go ahead and store whatever is being returned by the input function in a variable. So this is the number that we're going to convert to kilograms. So we're just going to call this user input, or user input should be fine. Okay. Now I mentioned that whatever the input function returns is returned back to us as a string. But we're going to be doing some math or some calculations with this number. If we try to perform math on the string, we're going to get an error. We need to make sure that whatever we're performing math on is an actual number. And since the user can type in 5 or 5.2 or 5.3, we need to make sure that whatever the user's or whatever the input function is returning is a number, specifically a float. So I'm going to wrap the float function around everything that the input function is returning, so that we make sure that it's an actual float, so we can perform math on it. Okay, so now we have that. We can go ahead and try to convert that number to kilograms. And to do that, since we have the conversion formula, we can basically multiply whatever the user typed by the 1 pound to kilograms, by this number. That's basically going to give us, the conversion. So I'm going to multiply the user input times what one pound is in kilograms, and this calculation here is going to give us whatever the user typed converted to kilograms. And so we're going to call this variable something like user pounds to kilograms. So maybe it would have made sense to call this user input pounds or something like that. All right. So now we have the value that the user typed converted to kilograms. So we can go ahead and display it, because the program says displays the mass of the object in kilograms. So we're going to use a print function and say something like whatever the user typed converted to kilograms is this, right? So let's make it a bit fancy. So we're going to say, let's start with the user input. So user input, so that's the first argument. So the second argument is going to be, so user input converted to kilograms actually is, right? So that's the second argument. First argument, second argument. User input converted to kilograms is, and then we're going to take whatever is stored in user pounds to kilograms as our third argument. All right, so by default, when you pass in arguments into the print function, they're displayed with a space separating them. So this is going to read, if I typed in 2 for user input, it's going to read 2 space converted to kilograms is space, and then whatever the conversion came out to. So, you know, there are a few things we need to do, but let's just test our program to see where we are. So I'm going to save this. I'm saving it in my Dropbox now, so it's going to be a bit of digging to find where I want to save it. So Dropbox, code, Python, YouTube, Python programming challenges, and this chapter 2. So let's save this as pounds to kilograms .py. So save this, and please enter a number to convert to kilograms. Let's just type in 5, and it says 5 converted to kilograms is 2.27. We will check the accuracy of this program in a bit, but for now let's just do some conversion. You know, because sometimes if you type in depending on the number you type, the answer could be rounded to 10 decimal places or 9 decimal places. It all depends. So let's just make sure that that value is always rounded to 2 decimal places, right? So user pounds to kilograms is what we want to make sure we round. So I'm going to call the format function around it. Now the format function takes in 2 arguments. It takes in what you want to format, and then the second argument is how you want it formatted in a format string or as a format string. In the format string, we're going to specify how we want it formatted. So I want this formatted as a floating point value, so that's my F. And I'm going to specify the precision now. How many decimal places do I want this formatted to? The precision goes before the conversion character F. So I'm going to type in 0.2 to represent 2 decimal places. If I wanted this formatted to 3 decimal places, I'll type in 0.3. I want it formatted to 2 decimal places, so I'm going to type in 0.2. So I want this formatted to 2 decimal, formatted as a floating point value to 2 decimal places. Let's see if this works. So I'm going to run it, type in 5. We couldn't tell the difference. Let's just type in something else. Let's type in 55. And then, you know, it's just, we're making sure that this is always formatted to 2 decimal places, so 24.97. We should even just change the string a little bit, just so it says 55. It should say 55 pounds converted to kilograms is whatever kilograms, right? So let's just fix that a little bit. So pounds converted to kilograms is this, and then the 4th argument will be just the word kilograms. All right, so let's try that. 55. Now it reads better. Okay, there's one more thing I want us to change. If you look at the screen, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a line over here, this gray line over here, and this gray line in most IDEs is a guide to make sure that you always type in, I believe it's 80 characters on a line. I need to cross check. It's a Python standard to always type around 80 characters, a maximum of 80 characters on a line. And so this is our 80 character mark, and this line is exceeding it. So we want to break it so that we are within our 80 character limit. And so in Python, as long as you're in parentheses, you can just hit the enter key and you'll be fine. The other way you can do this is by using the line continuation character or the line breaking character. Not the new line character, but a line continuation character. If whatever you're trying to break is in parentheses, you don't need it. But because I'm so used to it, I'm going to do it. If you put it there in parentheses, no problem. If you don't put it there in parentheses, no problem as well. I'm just going to just stick with just the habit I started with. So I'm going to break it somewhere around here. And before I break, I'm going to type in the backslash and hit enter. Like I said, if it's in parentheses, you don't need the backslash, but out of habit, I'm just going to use the backslash. Okay, so I believe we're good now. Let's just try it and check for accuracy on Google. So I'm going to type in 56, I don't know, 58 of 558 maybe, and it's saying that 558 pounds converted to kilograms is 253.33. So let's just make sure it's correct. So let's just go to Google. So 558 pounds. Sorry, what am I doing? 558 pounds to kilograms. So it's saying 558 pounds is equal to 253.105 kilograms. 558 pounds converted to kilograms is 253.33. Pretty close. So I think the formula works and this is correct. Alright, so we're done. If you have any questions, please post down below and I'll do everything to respond to them. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you next time in the next video. Alright then, bye bye.